Day in the Life by the Beatles, a classically beautiful song with a couple of different sections, one written by Lennon and the other one written by McCartney, of course. So what I'm going to do with this is show you how to play the acoustic guitar part as it is in the recording, but I'll also offer up a couple of cool little ideas that you can sort of capture the piano a little bit with, a couple of different chord substitutions and things, and then also show you how to kind of keep playing the song, because the acoustic guitar is only in the first half or whatever it is of the song, and then things get taken over by the piano and orchestra and all the rest of it, okay? So the intro, the first four chords of the intro are exactly the same as the first four chords in the verse. So we start with a G, and we're just doing very even eighth note strokes, down, up, down, up. And then we go to a B minor bar chord, so hopefully you're handy with your bar chords, but we are barring all six strings, so we're including the F sharp up top, okay? And then we go to an E minor and an E minor seventh. So that's adding your ring finger to the third fret on the second string, the second from the bottom. Okay? And I like to play my E minor like this with the two middle fingers and use my pinky to add that in, but either way is totally fine, of course. And then we were playing a C chord, but with a G in the bass, okay? And there is your intro. And then, of course, we're into the verse, and as I just mentioned, the first four chords of the verse are the same. The only difference is we play the C chord like you normally would, not with the G in the bass, okay? Then we go to a C, and then we play the A string at the second fret. And we want to try to play just the A, the D, the G, and the B string. Like that, okay? Now the chord that's used on the recording is an A sus2. And that's just like an A chord, except you're just fretting the D string and the G string at the second fret. The B string remains open. But I'll also show you an alternate chord to that, which is really cool and kind of brings the sound of the piano in. But for now, or if you want to accent it like what you hear on the recording. Now, an alternative chord to that, which just kind of gets the piano, the sound of the piano involved, is an A minor ninth. And I'm playing that with my second finger at the second fret on the D string. It's not a beginner chord for sure, but it sounds pretty awesome. Fourth fret on the G string, and then first fret on the B string. Really captures that sound of the piano. I think that sounds pretty cool, and if you like the way it sounds, you can pop that in there as well. Now, on the second go-around, we change it up just a little bit. We start out the same way with the G, the B minor, the E minor 7, and then we head back to the C with the G in the bass and to an F chord, an F bar chord. So let me run that down for you. We've got G, B minor, E minor, E minor 7, and we use the C with the G in the bass, F, back to E minor, and a slightly different form of the E minor. You just pull your ring finger off, and once again try to play just the 4 inner strings. So we've got C, F, go back to the C, F, E minor, back to C. So let me play that whole second go around for you. The third go around. So the third go around is exactly like the first go around. So I went ahead and played into the fourth go around just so you could hear that. But the fourth go around is very much like the second one, except for the tag at the end of it. So we go G, B minor, of course, E minor, E minor 7th, C with the G in the bass, F, E minor, the other version of the E minor 7th, and then you rest on a C for a full 4 beats, okay? So here's the fourth go around again. Start the next swing around. So this is the last swing through the chord changes before they go into the whole orchestral explosion part. But it starts out the same way. So you can see what I did there. We went from the C with the G in the bass again to the F, E minor 7th with the index finger coming off, and then back to the C for one, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do that for 6 beats, okay? And then I'll show you sort of a mock way to do what follows, right? You've got this whole thing going on, and also you're hearing the relentless piano. And then McCartney ascends through these bass notes. So what you can do with that part just for fun is you can grab the 2 bottom strings, mainly the E string, the first E string, okay? Bottom string meaning towards your feet. And if you can get the B string in there as well. And that leads you to the woke up, fell out of bed. So for the McCartney section of the song, it's really just some kind of bluesy chords, E and B7 and stuff. But you want to play those chords really sharp and very staccato. So I kind of pop my fingers off and on, and I'm also muting back here very quickly after each chord. So let me play that part slow for you. And then we go to a D sus2, and I'll show you a little alternative to that you can play as well that kind of captures a little bit of that pianistic thing. But it's a D chord without your second finger in there. And there's a specific rhythm on that. Very cool. I'm just doing it with alternate strokes, but you can see that I'm accenting. So you're accenting on the first downstroke, and then on this particular upstroke. Down, up, down, up, right there. Like so. We head back to E, B7, back to E. Okay, so let me play all of that again a little bit slower as well. And then you repeat all of that. But 4 strokes shorter, okay, just instead of the 8 that you do the first time around. So let me play that whole section again just to make sure you know how long I'm staying on each chord, etc., okay? Jump off into that section. I wanted to offer up an alternative to that D suspended second. Again, this is not a beginner chord, but I've got my pinky on the 5th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, and 2nd fret on the G string. I just think it sounds kind of cool, and I'm picking that like so: down, 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 up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. And I'll put that on the screen with the tab right now. It's not exactly what the piano plays, but it kind of captures that, okay? And so when we get to into that section, the B7 going 4 times, we're into the next section. And for this, I'm playing the C chord once again with the G and the bass. It just makes it sound a lot fuller, a little bit more vibrant. But we're traveling from C to G to D to A to E. So we've got C, G, D, A, and E. And you can just play this with alternate strokes, you know. But I like to really drive it with some downstrokes and kind of semi-accenting. right? So when you get to the end of this, it's E, D, C, D, and G plants us back into the chords that the song started out with. So we've got... So even though there's no acoustic guitar by this part of the tune, in fact it was abandoned a long time ago, I'll still show you how to play this bit, okay? So you can play the whole song on acoustic guitar. Right, it's the same chords, but it's got this almost like a country feel to it, right? And all I'm doing is I kind of hit the bassier notes of each chord, followed by the rest of the strings. They go back into that bit. But anyway, for that, you can see the chords are exactly the same, leading back to the... And then if you want, you can climb all the way up the... leaving the world to hang on a giant E major chord, okay? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and it's really fun to play through the whole song and not just the particular acoustic guitar part. So, peace. We'll see you later.